Hi guys, today I want to talk about all the handbags that I sold in year 2022 and the reason why I sold them. Please stay with me. Hi guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. Thank you so very much for clicking on this video. My name is Oksana. If this is first time ever that you visited my channel, welcome again. And I usually do review of luxury handbags or any other luxury goods like watches, jewelry, etc. If this is your part of interest, please consider subscribing to my channel. I will truly appreciate it if you do so. And if you return subscriber and supporter to my channel, thank you so very much guys. I truly appreciate you. And today I want to reward all of you with the video that not many people actually like to do, because it's very hard to admit your own mistakes, and especially when you're losing major amount of money on sale of some of your handbags. And I did lose on some of my handbags, and I'm gonna tell you all the handbags that I sold in just a second, sorry about that, all the handbags that I sold in year 2022, the reason why I sold them, and am I lost some money, or I didn't lose anything, or maybe even if I'm profited on any of the handbags. So let's start it. I don't have clearly any of these handbags any longer, but I'm gonna include either pictures or modeling shots of those handbags that I sold. So let's start it. And this year I really sold lots of Chanel's and Louis Vuittons, Fendi's, etc. So the first handbags that I sold in year 2022, it's Chanel Gabrielle in gorgeous burgundy color. I love that color so very much. I'm gonna include pictures or modeling shots over here. And I remember when I was buying this handbag, it was giving me an option by my say either this Gabrielle, and I love Gabrielle because it's really funky, it's modern looking handbag. It's not something like the usual per se. It's really different, and that element of Gabrielle, I absolutely love it. But the opening is so restricted. Also, they did those unnecessary pockets inside. The bag is already so small, and those kind of pockets, and their fabric pockets, they kind of sticking out. And anytime I'm trying to put something inside the bag, I'm almost afraid that I'm gonna rip that pocket. Like actually there was several pockets inside that handbag. And I even toying with the idea, just kind of cut them off. But then I knew that I completely gonna devalue my handbag. And also the chain, I know it's kind of like you could have wear it in so many different ways, but to be honest, I never tried to wear it in several different ways, and it was always because I prefer to wear it crossbody, not on my shoulders. Because if you would have do it it would have in this case going to be almost like 4 chains doubling and putting on the shoulders, then it would be kind of nice length. But if I'm doing crossbody, it was really long. I was trying to do extra handle with the twillies or something, but it's never really worked out. And I remember actually in some of my videos I even mentioned that Chanel Gabrielle, it's something that I have love-hate relationship, and at the end I decided that I love the idea of that handbag. I absolutely love the color. I still by now don't have burgundy handbag in my collection. I'm so hoping to get maybe Hermes, and my favorite Hermes color is Rouge Age. It's a little bit of more mature. Actually, in fact, I'm wearing Rouge Age lipstick today, but I love it. And I think that color is actually looks quite good on me. So anyway, I don't have my Chanel Gabrielle, and I sold this handbag through consignment. and they sold it around $5,000, and I got back to myself around 4,200 Canadians. And it means that I purchased the handbag around 4,600 plus HST, so clearly I lost quite a bit of money, but still not as drastic like as some other handbags, because I still use the handbag, etc. The next one I sold, once again, Chanel, and it's Chanel reissue rose gold handbag. And with Chanel reissue, once again, I have love-hate relationship, because I love the history of the handbag, I love everything, I love how it's understated, etc, etc. And you know, like when everybody is saying that they love that kind of you know, the bottoms, that it's not structured and it's kind of squishy, etc., I actually don't. I prefer if it would have been exactly the same as a classic Chanel mini rectangular, but anyway. And I really love the design of the chain, but I don't like that rattling sound. I wish if it would have been just exactly attached as in regular Chanel mini, and it doesn't really move. That would have really tilted my decision about that Chanel mini reissue, but clearly it didn't, because it's that's their design. Anyway, I'm completely rambling, doesn't make sense of myself. Anyway, I had several Chanel reissues in my collection, and I actually sold all of them. In fact, I have one video on my channel where I talk about these vicious cycles when I'm buying and selling handbags, because I love them clearly, but they don't work out for me. So I sold that handbag, and I got pretty much all my money back. Maybe I just lost a little bit on the taxes, but otherwise I got all my money back, because clearly the consignment, they sold it with the premium. So no regrets per se on that handbag, because I didn't really lose any money. But it's still, once again, I'm doing this mistake of buying and selling handbags that I don't really, that don't work out for me, and I'm hoping that I'm gonna stop this year. The next one, I sold a Louis Vuitton Speedy 25, and it was actually my pretty much last Speedy 25, and I don't have any more Speedies in my collection. And I guess nothing wrong with that handbag. I guess I'm just per se tired of Speedies. I know maybe I will come around again and like, you know, gonna buy it again. Once again, in that video I mentioned that how many Speedies I purchased in my life and how many I sold, but as per today, right now, I'm okay without a Speedy, though I love the look of Speedy, to be honest, and occasionally I almost kind of miss that kind of funky look. But as per today, I'm not ready to purchase. Maybe once again when I go to Paris, and if I gonna see, I don't know, Speedy 20, something smaller, and maybe if it's made in France, that would be also tilting points, that kind of made in France and purchased in Paris, maybe I will buy it again. But from local boutique, no, at the moment, no. And I lost some money on that handbag, because I purchased it for about 1,700 Canadian, and I sold it about 1,300 Canadian, so I lost about $400 or so. The next one, I sold my Pochette Metis in empreinte leather, and it's in color tourterelle. And I love that handbag. In fact, I still have Pochette Metis in my collection. I love that handbag, but I have it in reverse monogram and regular monogram. But and in fact, that Pochette Metis in tourterelle, I wear it a lot. I wear it a lot. It's absolutely gorgeous handbag. I wear it in the summer, I wear it in the winter. I love it, love it, love it. The reasons that I sold that handbag, because once again, it's duplicated in my collection. I already have Pochette Metis in my collection. But the reasons that I sold that handbag is because I got myself Hermes a mini Lindy in color Etude. And it's also in etude with the gold hardware, because Pochette Metis comes with gold hardware. So it's pretty much almost the same color. In fact, a tube is a bit darker compared to Louis Vuitton Tourterelle, and I actually love that the tube is a bit darker, so it means I'm not as concerned about the color transfer versus Pochette Metis Tourterelle. And I decided that, and I love also that Lindy is not as embossed with so many logos, etc. So it's pretty much, unless somebody truly knows Hermes, then they recognize that it's an expensive handbag. Where somebody like, you know, average person, it would be just a regular handbag, versus Louis Vuitton when you have all over logos. So, and I sold that handbag, and I lost a bit on that sale, but not much. Once again, I lost it about $400 on sale of that handbag, which is not bad, keeping in mind it's Louis Vuitton handbag and leather Louis Vuitton handbag. Usually Louis Vuitton leather handbags, they don't really hold their value as much, and keeping in mind that I actually used it. I used it really well, so meaning, like, you know, I had the handbag for over a year, I used it for over a year, and I lost it just for $100, and I mean, it's Canadian dollars, so I think it's still good deal per se. It's really good deal. So the next one, I sold it Chanel mini Vanity in black caviar, and that handbag I actually purchased for my daughter as a gift. And she was kind of like, you know, because I was so excited, I actually went and stand in line, you know, to get that handbag. I was so upset. I was like, you know, didn't let inside the boutique for some time. It was really upsetting. And then I come back, and several days back, and was actually able to get that micro vanity case. And because I was like kind of putting so much effort to get that micro vanity case for her, she was kind of keeping quiet, that she actually doesn't like the design, doesn't like the idea. She goes like, oh, it's just a box. And the zipper is like, you know how in all Chanel vanity cases, zippers are so hard to open. So, you know, she eventually said to me that she actually almost pretty much hates the bag, hates the look of the bag. So anyway, I said, so what should I do with this? She goes like, I don't want it. And for me, clearly I tried to wear it a couple of times, but for me it's too small. It doesn't make any sense to me, because it's not kind of that almost looking like a wallet. It's kind of like, it's not something that sticks like, you know, flat against the body. It's kind of like really small but puffy, so it's kind of sticking out. And at the end I decided, while it's still new, I should sell it, you know. And once again, I sold it through my like, you know, one of the consignments. They clearly sold it with a premium. I got all my money back, including taxes and everything, so it was all right. But it was just upsetting, because I was putting so much effort to get something for my daughter, and at the end it didn't work out. So the next one, it's another Chanel handbag. It's Chanel Coco handle in absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous icy blue with multicolor hardware. I was once again standing in line to purchase that handbag. I love it. It's so beautiful. But once again, I did just a couple of pictures for Instagram. I couldn't bring myself wearing that handbag, because it was so precious, so shiny, so beautiful. It's so icy blue. It's almost close to white, not quite, but still. And you know, I couldn't. And then I feel it's almost like selfish to have this kind of handbag when somebody might be truly want it. and not wear this handbag. So at the end, and I knew, because with the Coco handles I have kind of long history, I keep buying them and selling them, and I know that Coco handles, they're really notoriously really bad at the corners are rubbing off, and especially because this one is metallic finish with Chanel, it's even more delicate. So I decided, you know what, sell it. Once again, I got all my money back, including taxes and everything, so no regrets on that department. But per se, I really should stop buying something because it's been hyped at Instagram or media, etc. I really should concentrate on the things that I love and I'm comfortable wearing those things. And that's what I'm trying to do in the future. But this year I made actually several really mistakes. So the next one, I sold my Fendi X-Lite, and that handbag I have for, I say, 4 years, like going on the year number 5. I purchased that handbag when it was just introduced. I love the color, I love everything about that handbag, and in fact I love it that doesn't have division in the middle, because right, I really hate those divisions, you know, inside the handbags. Right now in my collection, I would say Pochette Metis is the only handbag that has some kind of divisions. So and I was really loved that about Fendi X-Lite, that it doesn't have any divisions, and I truly love that handbag because it's one of the styles of the handbags that I always love. It's classic, it's kind of trapezoid with top handles. I love everything. But as I said, it's almost like 4 years, and it's not kind of, you know, the handbags that say iconic to my collections, that I know it represents something. It was gift for my birthday or anniversary or anything. I wore it and I kind of got a little bit tired of that handbag, and I decided to sell it. And when I was purchasing Fendi, I knew that it won't hold value. I knew that, and it actually in my video when I did unboxing or one of the reviews, I even mentioned I know that Fendi doesn't hold value, and I don't care because I really love this handbag and I know that I'm gonna use it well. Anyway, that was handbag is really expensive. It was around 5,000 Canadian. I would say with the taxes even like more. And I sold it, and after all the deduction and everything, I just got only close to 2,400 Canadian. So it means like I lost 50% on sale of that handbag. That's how much money I lost. Keeping in mind, I was still kind of even keeping the tag on that handbag because you can easily hide it inside the handbag. It was in pristine condition. The only where you could see it's on the scratches on the hardware, because the strap also was in absolutely pristine condition, because I had an additional Fendi straps that I didn't really use the original strap. So anyway, I lost 50% on the sale of that handbag. So that's how much I lost it on Fendi. And the last not least, the handbags that I sold this year, and this is the biggest loss of the money ever for me. Sorry, it was Fendace La Meduca. In the summer, Fendace was like, oh my gosh, it's you know, new collaboration between Versace and Fendi, and everybody is talking about it. And like, as I said, I'm influenced by other people, and I got that handbag because, you know, everybody is talking about, and I was like, oh my gosh, yes, 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 I really love it, I really love it. But the point is, especially last 2 years, I'm trying to kind of get into more quiet handbags, not as loud, not as so much logos, etc, etc. And I purchased that handbag actually from that collection. It was one of the most quietest version per se. But still, it's quite loud. It had like all those Fendi logos all over, and I was so excited. Actually, I was so excited. I love size, I love everything, but because the handbag is kind of more wintry, it's so dark. Clearly I didn't use it in summertime. I said, okay, I'm gonna use it in fall. But by the time the fall comes, I was kind of got over the whole Fendace situation, and I decided to sell it. And believe it or not, that handbag, I just did unboxing. I didn't wear it even once. I didn't even take a picture on Instagram. And obviously I sold it with the loss, keeping in mind that that handbag was absolutely new. I lost $1,500 from the date I purchased to the day I sold, for the handbags that I never even took a picture for Instagram. So lesson learned, I hope. But anyway, at that specific time, I guess I had the joy of shopping for Fendace. It was kind of something new, different, exciting, and maybe it was the moment when I needed, like, you know, some kind of excitement in my life. But then I realized it's not me. You know, it's not me. It's too loud. In fact, I have Versace in my collection. I have La Meduca in mini, and I love that handbag. I absolutely adore it. It's so cute. But you know, in larger size and with all the embellishment of the Fendi and the Meduca and F logos on the sides, like, it was really too much. It was really too much for me to handle, and I sold it. No regrets at all. I mean, you know, even for the lessons in life you have to pay. I lost money on the sale of that handbag. So that's about it. That's about it. I hope this video is somewhat helpful to you if you deciding on purchasing of any of these handbags. And as I said, mostly I sold the handbags not because they are bad handbags or I had a bad experience with those handbags, bad quality or such. It's just the handbags that don't work out for me personally, and I was influenced on buying those handbags and then realized they are not really me. They're not really me. So that's about it for today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give me likes, share, subscribe, and I will see you on my next one. Bye bye.